Hey foodie friend, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I will be showing you step by step how to make these adorable cookies. Let's jump right into it. We are going to be using royal frosting to decorate these cookies, and to make that, we're just going to start with some egg whites, and we're going to whip those up until they become like a cloud. During this process, it's very important to make sure that you started with a clean bowl. Make sure that there's no crumbs, no water, not even a drop of water. Like literally anything will prevent your eggs from forming those stiff peaks that we want. I have listed the measurements for everything in the description. So we're just gonna keep on whipping those egg whites. Eventually they will form peaks, as you can see. Now, after being very patient, this is what you will end up with. Because egg whites tend to break easily when you add anything to it, this is exactly the consistency that you want. Next, we are going to add in our sifted powdered sugar. I'm going to add the powdered sugar in gradually, and I'm going to take my balloon whisk by hand and just mix that in. It will look like clumpy but runny at the same time. Not to worry, it's going to come together. We just have to keep adding in our powdered sugar. When done adding your powdered sugar, you should have a frosting consistency like this. For the final step, I'm going to water this down just a little bit by adding some vanilla extract. It adds a little bit of flavor to the frosting. Some people like to use water, but I prefer vanilla extract, like I said, because it just adds flavor. If, however, your frosting is still too thick, you can add a little bit of water, but start gradually. Now, my cookies are for a baby shower, so I want to make the frosting pink. So I'm just going to use some Wilton's pink food coloring and just mix that right in. Now, I do suggest using a gel food coloring just because it's thicker and it won't water down your frosting. And now it's time to decorate. If you want me to make a tutorial on how I make my soft sugar cookies, let me know in the comments. I'm using a tool with a pointy edge, but you can also use a toothpick to get the bubbles out of the frosting. I'm also going to use my edible marker just so that I can outline where I want the middle of the bow to be. Once I've transferred my frosting to a piping bag, I'm just going to outline the cookie. So sorry guys, I know you can see my hand a lot in this part of the video instead of the cookie, but it's so hard to get the right angle when you're showing someone in a video how to do cookies. I also have to outline the middle lines that I've drawn with my marker. Me personally, I love when a sugar cookie doesn't look completely flat, like it looks 3D and has like a bubble effect. So for that reason, I'm going to make a squiggly line of frosting before I completely cover that side of the cookie. Once that side of the cookie is fully flooded, I'm going to take the pointy edge of my tool and just get out any air bubbles and make sure that the frosting I added is connected to the outline. This will ensure that the frosting doesn't like fall over the cookie. Now we're just going to repeat that same process for the other side. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this shine. It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to see the finished product of these cookies. So for this particular design, I wanted the middle of the cookie to look raised. To achieve that look, I just let the sides of the frosting dry before adding the middle. If I didn't let the sides dry and just added the middle, everything would just mesh together and it would just be one flat cookie. Unfortunately, I have no idea where my little tool went. It fell, I don't know. So like I said in the beginning, you can definitely use a toothpick. I did let the sides of the cookie frosting dry for about an hour before adding the middle frosting. Once all of the air bubbles are out of my frosting, I'm going to outline the cookie one more time. Now I'm not doing anything to the middle part of the cookie, so I don't have to wait for that part to dry to pipe on the design that I want. So to the part of the cookie that's dry, let's go ahead and pipe our design. My first design is finally complete and so cute. Let's make one more design. I'm just gonna take some leftover white royal frosting and just pipe little dots all over the cookie on the part that's dry to give it a cute little design. And this is our second design. Isn't it cute? So these are the finished cookies, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something. Please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.